Hello everybody, good evening, we are live. I forgot to switch on one light, there we go, that's better. Hello everybody, good to see you all. Hello, 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 let me see who's here already. We've got a lot of people already. Hi Sylvia, Anja, Hales, Linda, Patricia, Inge, Ans, good to see you all. Enrique, another Patricia, Deborah, wow, lots of people coming in. Good to see you all. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Friday Live here at Elizabeth Craft Designs. Tonight, it's Friday, so it's going to be play day. Last week, I was put on the spot by Els to create something tonight with this beautiful new collection from Anja, which, of course, is no punishment at all, so that's all my pleasure. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Daria. Hi, Yona. Hi, Femke. Hi, Terry. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with this beautiful new collection, and I'm actually gonna work with one of the stamp sets, which is called the Rabbit Hole. This beautiful one. I will show you all that in a second, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. So let me see. Hi Sandra, Colleen, Ans. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna switch the cameras around and talk you through. But first, let me tell you. You know the drill. Like, share, and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate. And you want that. It's fun. Trust me. So yeah, happy Friday, everybody. Let me see. Can I get rid of that? Something is in my way. Why isn't that coming up? There we go. Sorry, I have to do it like that. Okay, there. I'm there. Good to see you all. Well, let's switch the cameras around and let the fun begin, shall we? Now, I can't do that with my switchboard is not working, so I have to do it manually. Bear with me. There we go. Hello. You can still see me in the corner. That's good. Hi, Renee. Hi, Vicky. Well, we're going to have some fun in my little square art journal. This is the normal square. We've got the big square, the XL. Nice one with that is that all the dies for the art journal collection fit into the XL one, and then we've got the passport size. So we've got the square TN, passport size, and the square XL. Tonight we're going to play in the normal square art journal, and this art journal is my play journal. So what I do here is test out techniques and just some fun. This one is coming up. That's a video actually using the same collection. This is from last year where I was experimenting with Anja's collection. This was just some fun. It says it even here, fun. Again, last year's collection from Anja. This was Annette's collection. This was me. This was also Anja's collection. So Anja is a lot of representation in this art journal. This was just me playing. And this is with this collection actually. I'm going to use, well, this is from the rabbit hole, but I'm going to use that again because I love the mushrooms and the little rabbit. So we're going to make a page for in this journal. Now it's not the mini, it's the normal XL, the normal square. Normal XL, David, get a grip. The normal XL. So I'm going to use this, sorry for the glare, I'm going to use this beautiful stamp set with the matching dies. Great, great, great set. I'm going to use my journal phrases too. Think, and I'm going to use this. This is a beautiful old book. It's in Dutch, but you won't be able to read anything when I'm done with it anyway. It's just going to give texture. Oh, hello you. Who are you? This is Christoffel. Nice to meet you. So yeah, that is what we're going to use. So I ripped out some pages already to play with. So I've got my base page, which I made using the Timeless Rounded Corner 2034 from the Back in Time collection. So that's the base page. And then I cut out another page from the book, ripped that apart, and I'm going to glue that on to this page. So let's get my brayer, because I really liked that. I don't know who it was. I saw somebody do that. And I'm going to do that again. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to go so as close to the edge as I can to glue down this paper that I ripped out of the book and then cut out. So I'm going to put a good amount of glue on the back of this because I really want this to stick down. So, there we go. And press that down, and then I'm going to take my brayer, and I thought this was brilliant, to really make sure that is stuck down. Now, of course, you don't have to use your die to cut this out, but I'm lazy, so yeah, this made sure it's a perfect fit. Thanks, Patricia, that's sweet. I got it today, so it's too early to call judgment, but so far I am impressed. So, yeah. But I just got it in today, so it's too soon to really cast judgment, but I love the fact that I can just pop it in the stand and be done with it. And not fuzz around with needles and pinch my fingers and okay, so this is on there now. Now this is mixed media paper that I'm using. And the glue needs to be dry before I do the next step, but I think that'll be fine. It's quite thin paper. But just let me give that a blast of heat to be sure. I used it this afternoon for the first time, and that worked out perfectly fine. So yeah. Right, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my gesso. Oops, sorry, hit my light there. And I'm going to dry off my brush. And I'm going to push this back a little bit. I will do a separate video on the glue thingy because tonight we're playing. We're not talking about the glue thingy, okay? I will do a separate video about that on my YouTube channel. It's a great trick, isn't it, Debbie? Yeah. So, I'm just gonna push this back to the background ever so slightly. Just using some gesso and yeah, making this whole one with the rest. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Otherwise, I'm sorry. Now I'm hitting the camera. So I'm just putting on thin layer, and it doesn't have to be perfect because that will add to the texture in a second. So that's it. This already makes it more one whole thingy. So just clean up as I go because otherwise it will be extremely messy. I don't mind messy, you know that. Hello everybody that came in later. Don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate, because that is fun if you win that. Okay, dry that again, because I don't want you to just watch the paint dry, right? Thank you, Jane. So, next, what I'm going to do, I've got frayed burlap in the spray stain, and I've got sprayed burlap, frayed burlap in the oxide spray. Now this needs to shake, this doesn't. So let me just shake that up. You want to make sure that all the goo is gone from the bottom, because otherwise that will go straight into, hi Angelica, straight up into your nozzle, and then it will clog everything. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to spray a bit of water on there, Then I'm going to spray my normal sprayed freight. Now I can't say that anymore now. Freight burlap on there. And next I'm going to put some distress oxide freight burlap on there. And yes, it's the same color, I know, but it just does different things with the gesso. So, and that's what I really like about that. So I'm going to dry that. And you can see the oxidation happening already. And the color is sort of being absorbed a bit into the background. But that's fine. That is fine with me. Sprayed burlap sounds kind of cool, right? That could be a new color name. I'll message Tim. New name, sprayed burlap. Sprayed burlap. That was the new part. Okay. Then I'm just gonna put some more ink on there. No rhyme or reason, just to build up a bit more of intensity. But you can still see that text and that ripped edge coming through. And then here on the gesso, different texture again. And we're going to add another layer of texture onto this in a second. But before I do that, I want to add some stamping. So therefore this needs to be dry completely. While I'm at it, I might as well clean up this bit. So I sprayed a lot of water and stuff on there. Me too. I love mixed media. And what I also want to alliterate is that mixed media sounds intimidating. I know when I started, not that long ago, I thought that mixed media, oh, I can never do that, and you have to be an artist for that, and blah-de-blah, all that stuff. And in the end of the day, this is what mixed media is. Just play, have fun. Okay, that is nice and dry now, so I can stamp on that. So I'm going to get my block, and I'm going to stamp out. I'm going to start with the chess piece. And I know Rihanna used that in her awesome video last week. But I'm going to use that as well. And what I'm going to do, actually, I need a scrap piece of paper. And I'm just going to fold in half, just cheap copy of paper. Hi Margriet. Hello everybody that came in. Just let me clean this off. And I'm going to stamp this off on the side. And then I'm going to stamp that over here. You can't do anything wrong with it. It's true. So that's what I did. You saw what I did? I stamped it off first, so I got a second generation stamp. And I will do the same again. And stamp. So you see, this is really pushed into the background because of that second generation stamping. And stamp it off again. And I might even do a third generation to see, well, it does something. It's more that I want this texture in the background, sort of. So that is that for the chest piece. I will keep that on my desk because I need that. Next I'm going to take the rabbit. And I just adore this rabbit. That's why I'm using it. And I'm going to do the same. Stamp it off. And place him right there. Very vague in the background, you see? Yeah, I can, but I won't. That's too much fuss. Because it's copy paper. It's flimsy, it's thin, so I don't mind it. that I'm throwing that away. So the bunny is going to be all over the place, but it's more to add some texture, as I said. So this is nicely in the background as well. So that is cool. Okay. And then put that to the side for a minute because I'm going to play with my stencil. But I'm going to use something that is new. The Sparkle Texture Paste that just came out. And I'm going to take my spatula. Now, I had a little spatula. Here it is. And I'm going to take a good amount of that. Not too much, but I do want to have enough. There we go. And I'm going to take my sprayed burlap spray stain. And I'm just going to spray that a couple of times and mix that up. Now, this might not look like much now, but it is fun stuff, let me tell you. Because this dries completely clear and shiny. And what I'm doing now with this is I'm making my own colored paste in the color frayed burlap, which is what is on that background all the way. And I think that will be fun. So I will just mix that in, and it mixes in quite easily, I must say. So next I'm placing down my stencil. Yeah, perfectionism is overrated. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spread this through the stencil. Not everywhere, and definitely not perfect. Just a thin layer, like so. And I'm going to do the same. I have to figure out how to do it. Like this. Coming in from the side so that it has it almost everywhere. Hi, Joe. The paste looks white now, or not anymore, it looks like frayed burlap now, but it will dry clear. Clear and shiny with glitter in it. It's not a glitter paste, it's a sparkle. It's you will see it when it's dry. But I think it's really fun that you can color this stuff with your colors that you're using on your project. And that will definitely add to the texture. There's sparkle all over my mat now, but I don't mind. I like a little sparkle. Just put this to the side for a minute. Clean this mess up. There we go. All nice and clean. Okay, so this now needs to dry. So I'll put that to the side. But yeah, you can already see the page come together. And how fun is that in the background? This is the last one that came out with the Christmas sprays. So now I've got pieces of paper left, and I'm not going to waste this beautiful old book paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp on that paper. Like so. With the dark brown and just a good stamp. So not a second generation, but a first generation stamp. Then I'm going to do the same with the chess piece. Ink that up and stamp. And I want that a couple of times actually. But I think this is so much fun to have that text in that stamp. Now this might be a bit close. We'll figure that out. And I've got another piece of paper here. Let's see how this one does. Beautiful stamp. I will just stamp this a couple of times. There we go. So this now has to dry, and then I will cut that out. Just give that a bit of heat. And I will do another stamp using the mushrooms, this one. So I'm going to place these. I don't mind a bit of there. So ink that up. Give that a good layer of ink. But this is very porous paper. There's one. Beautiful. Just do one for spare, because you never know. There we go. Okay. Don't need those anymore. They can go back. Rabbit can go back to his hole. That's where the name rabbit hole comes from, right? Good evening, everybody. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. That is much appreciated. Right, now I have to cut this out. And I had dice. I just showed you, right? Oh, here they are. So I need this one. I need the rabbits. There it is. And I need the mushrooms. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some very low-tack tape to hold them in place. But even though it's very low-tack, this stuff, thanks Els, I will just put it on my clothes a bit so it's less tacky even. So you might see the odd dog hair or cat hair in my project, but let me just stick this down like so. And this is my, I'm not good at die cutting stamps out, but these stamps are so easy. So, but I have my tricks that I normally use, but I'm not gonna use them now. That's somebody said I have to let go of my perfectionism. That's also my challenge, and I'm letting go. I'm just not bothered. I like it when it cuts out nicely, but yeah, I'm not gonna be fussed if it's not 100% perfect. And then last, my little rabbit. But I really can't do it without tape. Then so I think this is it. But that's why I'm also only putting the tape over the die and the paper that's going to go in the bin anyway. So not that big of an issue. Right, just let me trim off any excess. And I will transport this to my die cutting machine. So I can trim these out in one go. Hey, it's a Stampalot. Hi Janice. Good to see you. So, gonna cut these out. So this is an awkward situation here, because my electric die cutter is still downstairs, so this is me die cutting. Yeah. And Daniel wanted to bring it up, But I said, no way, we're still die cutting for retreats, so we have to, look, nice. We have to, yeah, we can't keep going back, up and down with the die cutting machine. So that was, I'm spoiled with the, we don't need those. Don't throw them away though. But I do need this. And yes, it will still rip the paper, but hey, I don't mind. This is going to go in the bin anyway. There we go. What have I all missed? Well, this was a book, I don't even know what it's about. I just looked, that's how I did it. If I go and read it, I think it's too, yeah. This is about, I don't know even know, it's something from Antwerp and Utrecht. It's about Rubens, the painter, I think. I can't be too bothered, to be honest. Because if I am, I can't create with it. And I just love the effect of old book paper in my art journal. So, yeah. Thank you. Wouldn't be the first time that I throw something in there and destroy a project with that. Now, actually, I don't need the big die cutter for this, I think. I can use my little thingamabobbly. What's it called? Sidekick. If I can find my plates, that is. Here they are. Too many projects going on over there. There, that's easier. Then I don't have to walk away and it's quicker. So, lovely. And then the other one. This is still a bit sticky, so that's good. I think when I have 3, that's enough, but I've got the other ones to cut out if I need them. So that, Dunskies, run that through. Well, especially with smaller dies like this, it's definitely quicker than doing it with the big machines. Okay, that is that. Better get a wiggle on. Here I was saying to Els that I was worried that I was finished too fast. So I have a backup plan for if I'm finished too quick. I don't think that's going to happen. Right. Now, then I was thinking I want to color this, but the ECD watercolor paint is not transparent. It's opaque. So I want a transparent ink to color in. So I can use my distress inks, I can use whatever, but I've also got the SIG markers. And I just thought, okay, I'm going to use those to color in these because I love them and I don't get to use them now. So I've got a nice, I think this is looking like a nice fall red. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put that onto my mushroom like that. And yes, you got to be careful. This is not watercolor paper. So when blending, these are flowers. I might as well make them red, right? And there's a tiny little one there, and a tiny little one there that I'm not going to be bothered with. And then I'm going to put some ink onto my well, I'm not a quick crafter, am I? I'm well prepared. That's something else. I'm going to grab some of that color from my block, and then I'm going to blend that out. Now, this is a bit tricky because, as I said, this is not watercolor paper, so I just need to accept what I'm getting. And I will fill in the white dots later on, but I do like this. So, just giving that a wash of color. So the darkest is here on the side. And I like that about that you can just put them on the block and pick them up. And makes blending a bit easier when you're not that good at it, like I am. Okay. So I really like this mushroom stamp. You can tell because I've used it already several times. If I'm not recording or if I'm not live, I can do it. It can take me hours to make a page. Then I start to overthink. And I think I'm the biggest overthinker there is. So I just have to let go. And that's the fun bit about doing lives and recording videos, that you can't really overthink, because then it will take forever. Right, next color. I want this really soft brownish color, which is called brick beige. I'm just going to see what that is going to do on that yellowish paper. Yeah, that's fine. I tested it out this afternoon, and the color I had was a bit too dark, but I like this. And fairly, I'm just going to color it in. I'm not going to bother with blending or anything. I'm just going to color that in like so. Definitely, all Elizabeth Craft Designs products are available in the US. I think worldwide even. So even though that I'm Dutch, doesn't mean that it's only been sold here. Actually, the company is home-based in the US. Right, let me just put this on here again, like I did with the red. And I'm just gonna start to color the rabbit. Yeah, I'm really happy with this color compared to the one I used in my test, because this actually mimics frayed burlap a lot better. So next I'm coming in, just clean my brush off. And just blend that out. He is cute, isn't he? I just love him. There we go. Just put a tiny bit of red here on his bow. There we go. Now with the chest pieces, I'm going to use the same brown to color that in. Just simple coloring this, guys. But it's because the stamps are designed really well. And they have their shadows and highlights really well done. So that makes life a lot easier to color in. So have I missed anything that I need to respond to? Thanks, Karen. Well, I'm lucky I'm not that slow, because I would get bored with the project if it takes that long, and I would not finish it. Because that's me being impatient. You know, I'm impatient. So being impatient and being a slow crafter is not a good combination for me. So that's why I had to speed it up. I had that in the past with projects that I did. It had to be done quick, because then I lose interest and I'm like, oh, okay, I can't be bothered. Moving on. Like that. That is coming together nicely. Now I just want a tiny bit of darker. Do I? Nah, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. It's fine. Oh no, Astrid, don't do that. Just watch. Get inspiration. And all these techniques that I'm doing, yes, you can do them with these stamps and dies, but hey, you've probably got a lot of stamps and dies in your stash as well. All these techniques can be done with other stamps and dies, but these are fun, I know. You want them. Where are we with this? Is it dry? No, but you can already see it's starting to get transparent and really nicely shiny. But I think it's still tacky, yes. What did I say? I was impatient? I want this dry. But how lovely is it that you can color that paste? And do you see that it's hard to get sparkle on the camera? There, do you see it? The sparkle that's in there, it's beautiful. Love that. So that new stuff from Tim is fun. And yeah, this sort of has a, I know what you mean with the Alice in Wonderland vibe. It has, yeah, it's called Fables and Fairytales for a reason, and that is sort of what it is, right? So. Sorry guys, gotta be patient. I know, Patricia, that's also fun. Just have to cool this down. That was the Distress Sparkle. Distress Texture Paste Sparkle. And it's clear and clear and shiny. That was what I wanted to say. Yeah, this is fine now. Okay, that's good. Let's fold this in half before we do anything else. And that will probably not be a good thing because it's still sticky. But that will add to the grungy look. I want to find the center of this. Wait. Okay, that was not a smart thing, but let's just say that adds to the grungy look, right? That's what you get from being impatient. Normally you would set that aside and let that dry for quite a long time. Oh, Johan, that's not good. Now with distressed ink in frayed burlap, obviously, I'm just going around the perimeters of the page. Just to, there we go. I actually like that bit. Makes it look more grungy. Happy accidents. Okay. So next, what I've got is some. I always keep forgetting the name. It's called nesting sisal, I think. That stuff, which is almost as bad as gilding flakes, because it will be in your craft room everywhere, but it's fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some bits out because this was too much, and I'm going to get my tiny attacher, which I just had. Here it is. And I'm going to attach this to the bottom of my page. Just on the bunny side, that is. I'm just going to stitch that, staple, whatever, that on there. Something like that. Fine with me. Then I'm going to take my scissors. Yes, it will. And actually, that's where I'm going to trim it. I'm just going to trim it, but I'm doing that above my floor. Because the Hoover will pick that up, but if I do it on my desk, it will be everywhere. So it just had a haircut. So that is on there now. And now it's time to assemble. Are these dry? No, they're not. So just let me give them a blast of heat. Because I used water on them to color them. Okay, so now let me think. What I want to do is I want to place this one right here. So yes, I'm covering up these bunnies in the background, but they still show through a tiny bit. It's just, that was all about giving texture to the whole page. So just doing that. Don't let it, put it back in its stand. Just putting that on there like so. And then I'm going to take my little bunny and place him in front of that, because he wants to get that. He wants to look at the chess pieces over there. I'm going to place him here, and then you can see the little bunny there popping out as well. You've got some here in the background. So that's what this whole exercise was, just to put some texture on. Now, next I'm going to put this one here. And I'm going to put this one right there, falling over like that. Now the question is, do I want a third one? No, I don't, because I think this is enough. So this is what I had in mind. Place them down like that. So glue it down. Like so. So I'm looking at the composition of these, and I'm just placing it there. So it really looks that like these are in the background. And then this one is falling over like so. Just lower it ever so slightly. There we go. That's that. And then I've got prepared two of my sayings from the journal phrases 2. I've stamped them out, and I've colored the background with frayed burlap, and he embossed that with Seth Epter Wow powder. So I've prepared that because, yeah. And I'm going to do No Time Like Today. I'm going to do that here. And Time to Play is going to go right there. And I think that will complete my page. So let me glue them down. Yep. And this one, I think what I'll do, I'll put some glue behind it, but I will staple it down because on that sisal nest stuff thingy, that will not go down well. So I'll just put some glue on there. Press that down. And then I will just do it like this. 1 and 2. Love that. You see that subtle sparkle in that paste. Love it. So this is the page, guys. This is it for the project I had in mind. So that is it. What do you guys think? I think it turned out fun. And that's going to be a really nice add-on in this little journal that's already filled up with Anja's designs. And this one can use one more, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So this one is going to go right here in my art journal. I'm afraid I can't do it yet. I can glue it down. I can do that. I can do that because it always looks better when it's in the journal, right? So I'm just going to put glue around the edge. This is a glue gun, they call it, I think. It's new by the makers of the Misty, my sweet petunia. Just got it in today, so I'm not gonna pass judgment yet. But so far, so good. So I'm gonna line this up. So I just put some glue there. I'm gonna line this up at the corners and stick it down. Just like that. In this one I always use my I glue them together. And like that. And there we have it. The finished page. So I still got 10 minutes left. But I don't think that is enough for that second project. However, let me see if I can. I need some more glue. I'll do this later because I can't close it. That's the problem. So I will finish it up later to glue it in. But hey, yeah, I won't do the second project because that will take too long. I will do that some other day because that is fun as well. But yeah, you have to make choices. So this was it for today. Hope you like it. Don't forget to like, share and comment. And yeah, this one is almost full. Well, that can still have 4 pages more. So that is not full yet, but it's getting there. Thank you for joining me tonight. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. Stay safe. And I'd love to see you for the next time. Thank you very much. And see you the next time. Bye.